Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing the daily challenges for today, Sunday, May the 25th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. Great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. So unfortunately, I have a little story to tell you guys. I was playing Invaders from Beyond event, and there was another player that showed up, and they had music playing through their mic so everyone could hear their music. The music was great. However, for me, who makes YouTube videos, it is not great, all right? So I actually had to leave that server. I had the server hop out 5 or 6 times to finally get on a server where this event had either happened or was happening. It's a little unfortunate. So we do have a daily challenge here. We have to take a camera picture of an alien drone 1. So when it says take a camera picture, it means we have to use a Pro Snap Deluxe camera. And of course, the alien drones can either be dead or alive, or destroyed or alive. Now, the alien drones, oh, just one sec here. Let me take care of whatever's shooting at me here. I don't know what's going on there, okay? So the alien drones are these guys here. And as you can see, the alien drones are the little short floating around guys. They have the little Cyclops eye on them. Now, these guys here in the power armor suits, these guys are alien invaders. And these guys here, the little short guys, these cryogenic or toxic aliens, are just aliens. These guys are just considered aliens, all right? And FYI, so we've been having these particular daily challenges where we have to take camera pictures of these different type of aliens. So if it says take a camera picture of a drone, it has to be this guy. If you take a camera picture of this guy or the other guy, it will not work, all right? FYI there. So let's go ahead here. We're going to haul out our Pro Snap Deluxe camera before this guy disappears on me. And let's haul it out here. So you see how it says alien drone right there, right? The top right hand corner screen. If I were to move that away and that alien drone disappears, it will not work. You have to make sure it says alien drone in the top right hand corner of the screen. Just go take a camera picture. There we go. Now again, you don't have to be the one to destroy them or kill them. You just gotta roll up the one just like I did on this server. And lucky for us, he was still, he was still here, kind of thing. So FYI of that. Now, if you go to the Jim McSteel YouTube channel, I will show you how you can get your very own Pro Snap Deluxe camera. And if you're having trouble getting one, you can definitely check that video out if you so wish. It is all time-stamped. I did it just last year in 2024 with my low-level character. Now, I recommend hanging on to your Pro Snap Deluxe camera because if you drop it by mistake, it will destroy itself. But if you get your Pro Snap Deluxe camera for the very first time through that method I showed you in that video, you'll come across a side quest called Bucket List. And if you complete Bucket List, where you have to go around and take photographs of certain spots around the wasteland, you will, every time you come across a broken Pro Snap Deluxe camera after that time, you'll be able to craft your Pro Snap Deluxe camera back. And there's a second way. If you come down here to the White Springs area, if you use the front door right here, this White Springs Resort door, there are random encounters that happen here. And what will happen is sometimes it takes a day, a weeks, or maybe even a month for that particular random encounter to pop up, okay? And it is where you have to take a camera picture of something for one of those random encounters. You will get the Pro Snap Deluxe camera there as well. Now, I've never done either one of those before, but I have been confirmed by some very reliable resources here on the channel that in fact will get you the Pro Snap Deluxe camera back, right? Just a little FYI there. I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't able to complete the event, but it took me about 6 server hops to finally get on a server where this was going on. I actually went on 2 servers where the event wasn't even happening. I was just like, this doesn't even make any sense right now. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, okay. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy. All right. Oh, look at this bad boy here. Oh, boys. All right, let's head back to our camp here. And take a look at the next one. There we go. What I think I actually might do is I'll actually go to a private server. We'll just give one last check just to make sure there's nothing we have to do while on a server with other people. Okay, let's go ahead here. There's no one at my camp, which is fine. And we'll just go ahead and switch to a private server here. There we go. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you've been on servers where Invaders from Beyond event was not happening on top of the hour. I just thought it was really strange. I believe it was like 3 back-to-back servers I got placed on with other people, and that event was not going on. I just thought it was really odd. I even kind of walked around for a minute just in case it was a little slow to get in, but it was like well enough past the hour that it should have been. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, okay, let's keep going here, Jim, and see if we can get on the server here. And where I was at down there in Charleston, it had just finished when I got on that server. But yeah, that was a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. That person showing up with their music playing through their mic, so everyone can hear it. And to them that might be cool, but yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't mind the music per se, but when you make videos, it's a little bit of a pain. There we go. Alright, let's check here now, Jim. Build a floor or wall decoration in a workshop or a camp 5. So you can go ahead, you can claim any workshop on the map will do. And then you can go ahead and you can build a floor or wall decoration. Or you can just kind of build it in your camp. It's really up to you what you want to do. Seeing how we are in our camp, we're just going to build it in our camp here. So let's pop over here. We have a little bit more room over here. Let's go to our build menu here. Of course, floor, wall decoration is going to be different for everyone. It all depends on how long you've been playing the game and how much stuff that you have. But if you don't plan on keeping it, I highly recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources. Okay, I usually recommend mats and rugs, because mats and rugs, we usually get some really cheap plans at the very beginning of the game in your lower level. And a lot of the times they only cost you cloth and rubber, or cloth or rubber. All right, that's what I usually recommend. We're gonna craft a couple of these tannery benches. You can see they only cost a leather and a couple wood, and I'm fine with that. So let's go ahead. We're gonna craft a couple of these bad boys. And again, it can be the same exact thing, just to make it a little bit quicker. But it's up to you what you want to do. There we go. And again, you can choose to keep what you build, or you can scrap it like myself. Now, if you do scrap it, just be careful you don't scrap something that you don't want to scrap, right? I have definitely done that before. All right, let's see what's next here. All right, this one here, collect or scrap Ghoul 5. So we've had this one here quite frequently lately. I'm actually surprised, because usually it would pop up maybe once in several months kind of thing. I would say this is the 3rd time it has showed up for me within the last month, I would say, which is pretty annoying, right? So collect or scrap Ghoul 5. So if you do have a scrap box, I can find my scrap box here. If you do have a scrap box available to you, and when you open up festive gifts, now some people, including myself, will actually save a lot of stuff, right? And I'm one of those people, obviously, that you guys know me. I'm a little bit of a hoarder, which we all are somewhat inside. And I have a lot of coal on me in my scrap box, right? And if I take coal out of my scrap box, let's go ahead and take a couple here. Two for 5. All right, so you see how that counts now. And I realize not everyone have saved their coal from opening up festive gifts, okay? Some of you had mentioned to me, so you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Or another good way is, a lot of people have mentioned it is an instant reroll for people. Now, some people have mentioned that if you try to take coal out of your stash box, okay, it will not work for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. To me, it should work at the same time with the scrap box, but for some reason, when you take coal, if you have saved it from your stash box, it will not work for this daily challenge, which I find really odd. It seems to be only the scrap box. I just kind of want to mention that to you guys. So let's go to a decent place. We do have coal deposits around the wasteland, but I find right here at Gully Mine is probably your best bet. Now, I have a feeling that coal is not going to be there for me. I haven't really been playing a whole lot because I've been working this past week, and I haven't been able to pick up a lot of stuff for to reset my game. But basically, let's go right inside Gully Mine. We're going to go right by these Scorched here. There we go. Now, if you have Excavator power armor, that's where when you mine things, you will get more bang for your buck for it. Like if you have the entire set, okay? That's something that can be very useful for this. Take care of those guys. Alright, so yeah, so you see this little piece right here. I know it's hard to differentiate, but you see how the rock around it, and you see this kind of like this whitish, more bright place here. This is where the coal would have been. All right, but I was just here just the other day, so I picked up a lot of coal during that time. Okay, and there's another one there. There's another one there. So let's keep going here, and hopefully we can come across some places. But that's all you really look out for. All you really look out for are those little areas that look like that, but they'll be hard to differentiate. I know this isn't a good example in this particular video here, but if you check a couple videos back, I showed you just the exact same little thing there, right? And there'll be some into the walls and others. Again, it's really hard to see, so I recommend just kind of taking your time looking for that coal. Let's see if there's anything left here, but I believe I picked a lot of it up. Yeah, see another one right there. See how it's kind of a little brighter, but that's where the coal was, and I ended up mining it just by interacting with it. Might be some down here. And there's quite a bit of it actually right through here where this little skid steer is. There's usually one right there, one right there, one right here. This is actually a pretty good little spot, or, usually is anyway. Let's keep going here. See if we can come across just to kind of show you what it looks like. Should get this gun away so I can see a little bit better here. Yeah, so there is a lot of coal in here, but I think I've exhausted it all the other day, which is unfortunate. Can't really show you in this video per se of what it looks like, but again, just check a few videos back, and they'll definitely show you how to do it. I do have an older video, much older video, showing you the same thing. Yeah, there won't be a whole lot of coal down there, in that area. Alright. I'm not going to waste too much more time here. I just wanted to come here just to see if if the coal actually kind of respawned for me. And unfortunately not. Alright. Let's give one last little check here. Hoping, crossing my fingers there. Wish you guys can't see that. Alright. Let's head back to our camp here. So let's say we got some of that coal that we mined. Okay, so the next step is you will have to refine or smelt the coal, sorry. And for that you will need a chemistry workbench. Right? Now the chemistry workbench, again, if you don't have it, the way to get the chemistry workbench plan is by completing a couple of early on quests. So when most people leave the vault, they come right down here to Flatwoods, and they go right to the tavern. There's a couple of kiosks there, and you interact with the kiosks, and the very first two quests you do is right down here in Flatwoods, and then it's when to become a responder. So after completing that, you will get the plan for the chemistry workbench, and I would say right up here, Morgan Station, there's a chemistry workbench right in the station, and 8 times out of 10 I find that plan right on the floor next to it. right? And that's how you get the chemistry workbench plan. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to show you what it is you have to do. So let's say we found some of that unrefined coal from mining it. You'd have to go down here to smelting. And as we see there, coal times 2, you're going to need 5 acid and 5 unrefined coal. And that will give you 2 coal. Now you can use the super duper perk card under luck. And that could double the results for you, or 30% more, I guess I should say. I shouldn't say double, 30% more if you use a level 3, okay? But again, that's the way you would have to do it. And then what you can do is you can scrap it once when you're done, because the daily does say craft or scrap coal, alright? So FYI there. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to grab some more coal out of my scrap box just to get it done here. There we go, just like that. Alright. So unfortunately for me, it's having really bad luck. First with those alien invaders from beyond event, and this coal. So we're having some bad luck here, but trying to get through it here. Alright, collect RadAway or Rad-X 5. So again, a couple different ways you can do this. RadAway and Rad-X we can find in medical dispensers. So if you track train stations, you track most fast travel areas, I find even down here at Camden Park and a few other areas will have medical dispensers. And medical dispensers, as long as you have the caps for it, you can buy Rad-X or Rad-X RadAway from them, alright? So let's just kind of show you what that looks like. So here's a medical dispenser right here. Let's see what it has here. So we have RadAway there, and there's no Rad-X this time. So sometimes it'll come up with a couple Rad-X and RadAway, but it'll be different every time. It's not the same every time. So you can buy them, and that will count. So let's buy one here just to kind of show you how it counts here. Alright, so you see how that counts? Nice and easy. Alright, another good way is by going after ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of RadAway and Rad-X. I'm not saying every ghoul will have it on them, but they do have RadAway and Rad-X. So there's a bunch of ghouls right here west of Vault 76 in the upper lower parking lot. Right up here, Eastern Regional Penitentiary. The lower section of Clarksburg. Walking around Morgantown and even that little monorail system in around Morgantown. You'll come across little patches of 4 to 6 ghouls every block and a half or so. Alpine River Cabins has maybe about 4 or 5 ghouls down there. And around here at the Cowspots Creamery, a couple ghouls in around there. We have Lewisburg. We have the level 50 DMV building right here, the Charleston Capitol building. And again, anywhere in around White Springs, the White Springs Golf Club and Greens. A great spot for ghouls there also. Another way is by crafting it. You can actually craft it at a chemistry workbench, which I mentioned how to get a chemistry workbench here already, but we'll go through it again. Once when you leave Vault 76, most people come right down here to the tavern in Flatwoods. If you interact with the 2 kiosks there, you'll start 2 little quests that happen only down here in Flatwoods. It's how to become a responder, and at the end you will learn, or you will get the plan for a chemistry workbench. We can also find a chemistry workbench right here inside the station, and I would say 8 times out of 10 we can find the plan right on the floor next to it. Alright, so FYI, you guys have seen that before here on the channel. So let's go ahead to our chemistry workbench here. We're going to go craft. We're going to go down here to healing. Now if you have Rad-X, of course we can't craft Rad-X by itself, but we can still craft the diluted version. Craft RadAway and RadAway diluted times 2, and all you need is just a full bag of RadAway or a full bottle of Rad-X to create these 2 diluted versions. Alright, now we can use a couple perk cards that will help us out here. Go to our perk card, so under intelligence, if we take a perk card called Chemist, you get double the quantity when you craft chems. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. If you come down here to luck, you have another perk card here called Super Duper, which again I mentioned. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. This level 3 here, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. Go ahead and apply that bad boy. If we go back to our chemistry workbench here, if we go back down here to healing, and as you can see, instead of diluted times 2 is diluted times 4, and that is what the chemist perk card does. Okay, And let's go ahead. Let's craft some Rad-X here. We're just going to craft one. Good stuff. All right, good stuff. So we got a little bit more bang for our buck there, which is pretty awesome. We actually got 7. And you hear that lightning sound? That was the super duper perk card kicking in that time. All right, so pretty awesome. And that's another way you can do it is you can craft it, and it also counts as collect. Let's go ahead. We're going to put our perk cards back before I forget here. Down here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right, let's see what's next here. Kill an enemy in the Ash Heap Region 5. So when it says an enemy, basically everything is on the table. We're talking about insects, robots, humans, scorched, ghouls, cryptids, mole miners, super mutants, etc., etc. Everything is on the table. And it has to be down here in the Ash Heap region. The Ash Heap region is right down here. Now, Camden Park is not part of the Ash Heap region. So the Ash Heap region actually kind of goes like this, kind of goes around Camden Park, right? So FYI there. And you can, if you kind of zoom in, you kind of see a little bit more of a defined line. But like if you're in those areas and you think you're in that area, I would say kind of get more closer to the middle. And that way there, you're not wasting too much time there, all right? So again, everything is on the table there. Let's go ahead. Let's go right down here to Welsh. Actually, we're at Welsh just the other day. Let's go somewhere else here. Let's go up here to good old Lewisburg here today. We're at Welsh yesterday, so let's go to another spot. All right, good stuff. There's going to be a couple of Mirelurks over here at the Lake Reynolds, and we're going to take care of them. And again, as I said, everything is on the table here. It's pretty good. Nice. Impacting right away on that guy. Okay. We got credit for these 4 Mirelurks here. Alright, so we just need one more enemy. Let's pop up here and grab a ghoul. Grab this Wendigo here. Huh. Done just like that. Got the stuff off this Wendigo. Sure. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's see what's next here. Purple mole miner's head too. Alright, good stuff. So again, many great spots we can find mole miners here and around the wasteland. Anywhere from 12 to 19 right up here in Monadga. About 3 or 4 here in Monadga Mine. Now this is a real good spot for mole miners. Black water mine inside and outside of the mine is a really good spot. Of course, right down here in Welsh. And there's a couple guys right around the Big Meadows gas well as well down here in Skyline Valley region. All right, let's yeah, all we need is a couple. Let's pop up here to the Monadga mine and try to take guys to different places as much as I can instead of just going to the same place each time. Alright, so we're just not killing these mole miners. What are we doing to them, Jim? We are crippling the mole miner's head too. So again, you can go ahead and free aim and do a bunch of headshots if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. If you do use VATS like myself, there's a perk card that will help you out under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, most ballistic weapons, bow and arrow, the crossbow, plasma caster, plasma rifle, The shotgun with Enforcer perk card under agility. Even the drill works pretty good with a tanky build or power armor build. But you guys have watched me long and hard doing these daily, weekly challenges, and not all weapons are created equal when you're trying to cripple, alright? Let's lock and load here, Jimmy. We're going to shoot this guy in the face. There we go. Again, I think there's only about 3 or 4 of these mole miners here. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Grab some junk here. And those caps. Sounds good to me. Alright, what's next? Claim a workshop bot. Alright, good stuff. So again, any workshop on the map will do. The one closest to you, your favorite one, it works, okay? If you do check the description, there's a link to a video called Claiming Workshops or Workshops for Newbies. I made it last year, maybe about a year and a half ago, and I got to go through the ins and outs of workshops and how to claim them and etc. Some really good information there, just in case if you're brand spanking new to the game there, alright? Let's go ahead. Now, again, any workshop on the map will do, but I'm going to show you my favorite ones just because of the sheer easiness. Just because when you go and claim them, there's only maybe a couple of enemies around, like a couple ghouls. So Hemlock Holes, Tyler County Dirt Track, Billings Homestead, and even down here in Beckley Mine Exhibit, right? So FY, those are my favorite spots to go for workshops. And again, not all workshops are created equal. Some are in around buildings, inside of buildings. There's a lot of hidey holes for enemies to be. Lakeside cabins isn't too bad. I find sometimes the ghouls can be a little bit more spread about there. Let's go up here to Hemlock Holes. Now, of course, we can't fast travel right to a workshop because we don't own it yet. But once when you own a workshop, you're able to use it as a fast travel. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to head down to the east where the workshop is, just down the road here. There's usually only 4 ghouls here. So it should be fairly easy to claim. We have our grafted monster there in the background as well. I wonder where those other ghouls are at. Let's take a look here. They could be right around the corner waiting for me. Huh. Oh, it's right there. Now the game will tell you when you are able to claim it. Yeah, usually that grafted monster is not part of this because he's usually more a little bit to the west than where he is right now. Oh, it's right there. I didn't even see that guy. He must have just came out from the... There we go. So now, as you can see there, how we got the 20 caps, now we're able to claim it, all right? And you can either walk up to that machine or run up. You can claim it that way. Or if you're on the other side of the area here, okay, all you have to do is hit the same button that you would do when you build in your camp. And basically spend 25 caps. You can do it that way. That's how you can claim it there as well. Now, if you're ever spending more than 25 caps and you're on a public server and you're able to claim it, the person who had owned it before you had left the server, but you're paying for those items that they crafted or built, all right? So I'll give you an example of what that may look like. The most I ever paid for a workshop was 55 caps, but there was maybe about 3 or 4 turrets around. There was a couple walls, a couple floors, a couple other traps, so it's not real expensive. Another, couple caps there. But again, that just gives you an example of what that might look. Patio table, perfect. Huh? All right, let's take a look here. I think we're done. There we go. Started off a little rough there, but we made her through. That's the part of being in the wasteland, right? It's not all, peachy. Let's go back down here to our camp here. Sometimes that just happens. even to yours truly. And again, the one with the coal, again, we've done it probably about 3 times, 2 or 3 other times besides this one. And we did it just the other day. I believe it would have been, I think it was Tuesday, where we had the crafter scrap coal. So check out that video. Again, all those videos are timestamped. I show you exactly what it is to do. But again, I know some of you, it's like an instant reroll again. Nothing wrong with that either. All done. Take a look at weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. The fixer, not combat, plus 100% VATS accuracy, at plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge, plus 40% armor penetration, 100% sneaking speed, stealth in shadows. It's a Stalker's Explosive Lucky, powerful automatic receiver, stabilized short barrel, true stock, perforating magazine, reflex sight dot suppressor, gunmetal paint. Does 69 damage and is in full automatic mode. Now, I talk about this all the time, and I'm just kind of adding this in more so for the newer folk. The Fixer and the Handmade are 2 great weapons here in the game, and if you've picked up enough of them, you will have a lot of mods, such as myself, okay, for both weapons. And if you have the mods, you can actually switch between fully automatic commando or single fire rifleman with the same weapon, and that's what I like the Fixer and the Handmade so much. You hear me talk about that all the time, but 2 very versatile weapons we have here in the game. You can do that. Again, this one is in full automatic mode, so it is a commando build. We go down here to no Perception Gym, Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando, all maxed out. We have Concentrated Fire, Arms of Steel, Arms Keeper, Bandolier, Tank Killer, Fireproof, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated, legendary perk cards. They don't change for me. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, there we go. And again, in terms of the Alien Invaders Beyond event, I do have a like a quick select video at the very end of this one. And all you have to do is select it, and I'll bring you right to that other video, just in case if you've been busy all this past week. But again, we do have Invaders from Beyond for another week, takes us right up to June the 3rd. So just a little FYI there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Grant Trutno, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.